What's up, Habs fans? The Habs win 5-4 in overtime over the Vancouver Canucks. And if you would have told me a month ago, when the Habs were in last place in the Atlantic, that they would go on a pretty strong winning streak, yes, with a couple losses sprinkled in there, and be in the second wildcard spot a month later, I would have not believed you. And yes, we got some help from teams like the Rangers and the Sabres just absolutely collapsing. But this is exciting to see, and this game could not have gone better. The only things that really could have made it better is A, if Laine was playing, and B, if Slafkovsky scored. But he had a really, really amazing pass for an assist to Cole Caulfield in the first, started off the scoring. JT Miller would tie it up and actually get the lead for the Canucks, and then Laramaki would get a 2-goal lead for the Canucks. And again, a month ago, if it was the Habs a month ago, they would have given up at that point. They would have been like, oh, a 2-goal lead? Well, game's over. I guess we'll move on to the next game. But no, they fight back, and Gooley scores. Doc ties it up, and Lane Hudson gets the lead. And yes, it was a very fluky goal because it bounced off a Canuck and into the net. But I'm going to take it. DeBrusk ties it up to bring us into overtime, where Nick Suzuki, the captain on the power play, wins it in overtime. Can you get any better than this? The Habs are on a roll right now. And, well, it's going to be a very tough January. I know they have played and beaten some very tough opponents, including the last 4 Stanley Cup champions. I know I said a couple videos ago, I said they beat the last 5. I think my brain was thinking like the actual 5 past years, not the 5 individual unique cup winners. But they have a chance to actually beat the last 5 unique cup winners, as they are playing in Washington on Friday for a short 1-game road trip. The Capitals are just absolutely tearing it up this year. I'm so lucky that this is the last game that they play against the Capitals, or at least this season, because I can very easily see Alexander Ovechkin, if we were playing them late in the season, breaking Gretzky's goal record against us, because he does very, very well against us, more so than he does against most other teams. So, obviously Ovechkin's going to be trying to push a little closer to that goal record. And we have not played the Capitals very well this season. But I think the Habs actually have a chance here. At least more so against the Capitals than a couple other teams that you have to play later in January. So, the Habs' remaining January schedule is the Capitals, and then they're at home against the Stars. Then they go to Utah and to Dallas. They're back at home against the Leafs, Rangers, and Lightning. They travel to Detroit before being at home against the Devils, Jets, and Wild. All of these are at least teams in contention for a playoff spot, except maybe the Rangers, or are teams that are very strongly in a playoff position. It's going to be a tough January. And we all need to enjoy this winning while it lasts. As call me pessimistic all you want, I don't think this is going to last. This team is still very young. This winning streak is so fun, but it's not going to last with this schedule, at least in my opinion. I would love to be wrong, but that doesn't mean I'm not enjoying the hell out of this. All right, so let's enjoy this winning while it lasts and see what goes on from here. Blessed be, go Habs go.